100 days. Joining us right now is Republican Congressman Mark Amodei of Nevada. Congressman, thank you for coming in. Let's start on just the assessment on this symbolic milestone that every president kind of charges towards. What's your assessment of the first 100 days? The top thing that's working, the top thing that's not yet?
Well, it seems like a long time ago for that icy day in January. It's been a very busy 100 days. You look at the indicators, stuff that were talked about a lot during the campaign. Energy prices look like they're pretty good. I know there's a lot of hand-wringing over tariffs, but also, Kate, it's no mystery to anybody that midterms are a very important thing. So like, well, I don't know what's going to happen, how's it going to happen. I'm sure that the White House is very well aware of what it's like, if they just think back to the last time, for if somebody like Nancy Pelosi or Hakeem Jeffries is running the House for the last 2 years of their term. So I think they're on top of it. Instant gratification is something that works well for news cycles, but I think after 100 days we're on the right track on a lot of those areas that were campaigned on, and we'll see what the next 100 days brings.
We definitely will. On this 100 days, we do know, looking at polling and speaking to Americans across the country, the new CNN polling shows that the president's facing kind of some tough numbers and a tough reality when it comes to his handling on the economy. The CNN polling showing that on inflation, his approval is down 9 points. On tariffs themselves, it's down 4 points. His marks for handling the economy down 5 points to a career low of 39%. And 6 in 10 people already say they believe the president's policies have increased the cost of living in their community. Do you see those as warning signs?
Well, I think that after 100 days, it's like, you don't want to end up there after the next 100 days. So you can call them warning signs or whatever you want, but the cake isn't baked yet. And so let's look forward to when we open the oven here in another 100 days or whatever it is, and see where we're at on tariffs and see where we're at on cost of living stuff, whether it's groceries or energy or the other sort of things. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad we're where we're at now, as opposed to if the result in November had been different.
But you acknowledge you don't want to be looking at those numbers I just listed out in the next 100 days.
No, I think there'll be plenty of time in the next 100 days to start showing even more signs. Not that there aren't some already, but it just depends on who, I guess, you're watching or whatever. But yeah. I get it. It's a mix of all sorts of information. Bottom line is, I'm looking forward to the next 100 days.
Earlier this month, you were asked if Trump was making a mistake launching this trade war, and your answer was not yet. Do you yet think he is making a mistake with this trade war?
No, because I don't think these sorts of things are things that lend themselves to a 30-day or a 60-day cycle. There are some good signs, but it's like, hey, the old Ben Franklin thing. Well done is better than well said, so we'll see what well done looks like after he's had a little more time to talk with folks that they're in talks with now. And obviously the tariff and the trade stuff is two categories. One is everybody but China. The China thing will not be resolved in 100 days. If I'm wrong, it's great news, but that's going to take a little bit more effort and watching what's going on both within China and also in the rest of the world.
The question is, how much appetite, when does he run out of road in terms of just wait, it's going to get better? And that's a question for everyone, I guess. You are also the co-chair of the House American-Canadian Economy and Security Caucus. You talked in February about how it is invaluable to have a strong and dependable friends like Canada. Mark Carney just won election there last night. I want to play for you what he said about the United States in his victory speech.
America wants our land, our resources, our water, our country. We are over the shock of the American betrayal, but we should never forget the lessons.
But you're going to take us forward.
We have to look out for ourselves, and above all, we have to take care of each other.
That does not sound like friends anymore. How much has this trade war damaged that friendship that you spoke about?
Well, I think ultimately it hasn't, and it won't, because it's a good, solid relationship. You got, what, a over 4,000-mile border. Out of necessity, you're going to get along well with them. And, you know, when the president said, hey, I think they ought to be the 51st state, my opinion, nobody else's is, well, you got to start out strong with the style that he uses. So I assume the newly elected fella up there is going to start out just as strongly. But Kate, come on, you think anybody's really going to vote to make Canada the 51st state? Have you seen how those folks vote and how reticent we've been to talk about D.C. statehood or Puerto Rico? I mean, it's worth a chuckle, really. But anyhow, I'm not sure anybody took that serious, but it makes for good talking points on both sides some days. Ultimately, I don't think anything will have changed except the nature of the relationship economically.
I will say, people did take it as a good chuckle at the beginning, and then the president kept saying how serious he was, and everyone always says, take Trump seriously, look no further than the trade war that he's sparked. So you keep chuckling, we'll see what happens. It's great to see you, Congressman.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.